So this neighborhood, to me, is a horrible idea. I understand what they want to do. They're calling it a homestead, which it's not. But I understand what they want to do. But the problem here is you can't park behind your own garage. You don't actually get like a driveway. You have a garage space and that's it. On the other side, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But, I mean, the houses are cute. They're very, very tight together. You're going to have no yard. Your neighbors are within touching distance. But you can see, I mean, they're really nice houses.
I mean, the neighbor is called Homestead, but really and truly it's the complete opposite.
It's the complete opposite of a homestead. And what's so weird to me is there is a ton of extra side parking. Like a ton of side parking. And I don't know if this old house is going to go away. But I want to know what they're doing down there. Because they've obviously built a road for farther down. I don't know if they're going to put in like a park kind of thing, or if there's gonna be more housing back here. But the problem here is they call it a homestead, and unless we go down this hill and there's like a whole entire area for growing things, it's not a homestead. Unless there's a chicken coop sitting down here and a little field to plant your vegetables, it's not a homestead. It's just a housing development that has used the word because it's clickbait because it became so popular over the last couple of years here in C19. But so far, where is this going? Y'all are just gonna go on a ride with this because I have no idea. So there's lots. Oh, they're building something down there. They're building a big one down there. So you get a private lot back here, maybe? I mean, that's a big house. And I don't see any signs for extra.
They might have a homestead.
I'm about to say, they might be able to have a homestead, but those front ones, no. Oh, well, there's homestead number 69. So they're going to tear down these trees and put something there. They're going to tear down these trees and put something here. You know what a lot of homesteads have? Trees. You know why? Because trees provide oxygen. And what is this one? Homestead, does it say? This is lot something or other, but what is this? I mean, that's a very large house. It's a good size lot, at least.
I guess this is like the front. They're gonna have different zones.
Mm-hmm.
So like the back is gonna be these massive $1.5 million houses. And
yeah.
The front's gonna be the smaller
cookie cutter
800s.
I bet money those are still gonna be $1 million up front.
I don't think that's gonna be $1 million.
I don't remember. Does the sign have a price?
I don't think so. I don't remember. We'll have to check. So
the kid says she does not think it's gonna be $1.5 million. 1.5.
Back here,
I think it's gonna be closer to like what ours was, like 600, maybe 700.
so there's another homestead spot right there, and then I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing down the other side. But it sucks to know that they're going to just tear down all these trees. So there's one for 82.
And you're gonna have steep drop-offs.
I was about to say. Well, see, yeah, because trying to grade that up is not possible. It's going to cost way too much money and time and effort to do.
Super steep driveways.
They have a retention wall all the way down at the bottom down there.
That's for the pond.
Yeah.
And yeah, they'll have really steep driveways and no backyards.
Well, I mean, for some people, that's preferable. They don't want to have to deal with a backyard. But you know what else you can't have if you don't have some sort of yard? A homestead. I'm just going to say it. There will be no cow in your backyard. There will be no chickens. I'm pretty sure in this area you can't have like chickens and stuff anyway. Watch the HOA here. Watch there be like a ridiculous HOA that says you cannot grow anything and you must use our landscaper for your flowers, and we get to pick which flowers you get.
It's like you call it homestead, but
do y'all know what it means?
You don't really mean.
No, and there's the mailboxes back there. That was weird. All right, so they're gonna end up tearing that thing down, I'm sure. But what is interesting to me, I want you to go see. We're gonna go see those over there because I want you to see how incredibly stupid those two are. And like I said,
stupid.
The houses themselves go right.
Can I go in that way?
No,
it's a bunch of one ways.
They got it all blocked off. They're building stuff.
Technically, this is a one way.
This is a one way. It does not tell you. We accidentally came in. Look, we accidentally came in up there because on the street it does not say no entrance. Look, that person's trying to turn in here too. And then they're like, wait, can I? Can I not? Look, see, they're thinking about it. Technically, you know. Okay, so here's the problem. You've got a bunch of side parking here on the streets because, pause for a second. I mean, a little farther up. A little farther up so I can see the street. Because you see the size of that driveway? Literally, you'd have to parallel park next to your garage doors. You'd have to be this way next to the garage doors because you can't actually park a car in your driveway this way because you'd hang out into the roadway. Now here's the problem with what this one's okay. This one's fine because you get your own little driveway and you get a little side parking spot. So this one's going to cost the absolute most out of all of them. Would you go up there? Here's the problem. This one already somebody lives in, or that's the model. I'm not sure. It's really freaking cute, right? And you can see
sign on that. What's that little red sign over there?
the little red sign.
Sticking out.
Oh, I don't know. I can't.
Looks like a bird feeder.
I couldn't tell you. That's no, that's one of those things where you can walk up to it and get the little piece of paper. Go grab the paper.
Come on,
this
please.
one's a private residence. Just run over there and grab one of those things. But here's what's interesting. You've got a little pathway. So if you park on the side of the street here, you've got a little pathway so you can walk up to your front yard over there or your front door or whatever over here. They're right next to each other. But guess what that means? You see that there's a wall on the other side of it. So there's no road, there's no entrance over there. But if these are right next to each other, that means that the garages in the back are also right next to each other. Which means if the red thing over there, yeah, in the corner, go see what that says. Which means if you park behind your own house right here, this white one here, if you park behind your own house, you are blocking that house from getting out. You are blocking the entire driveway if you have anything outside of the garage door behind your house here, which I'll show you in just a second once she gets back with the paper. Please hold. All right, so we have the paper. Does it have a price listed on it? Is it over 800,000? Really?
I told you it's not gonna be that much. You're used to Florida prices. This is Georgia.
That is true. Okay, what's the price?
So for the 2-car garage, attached 2-car, it's that.
Attached 2-car garage, it is $647,500. Some of them are 5,
The lots
6s.
in the back were in the 70s.
Okay, I can't hold it. You have to fall out of my hand. There you go. Find the. So those are the 20s. Do you have any 70s? Are there 70s there?
Like.
No, like lot numbers.
Lot numbers. The ones in the back, remember?
That's strange.
Why?
Okay, wait. I don't know. That's strange.
Oh, it jumps to.
Oh, because it's selling for the land, and then you have to pay for the house.
Yeah.
So it's 1.6 acres for $250,000, or 1 acre for $218,000, and they sold the other ones so far. Those are the estate lots. And then you have the preserve lots. I don't even know what that means, but almost 2 acres sold. Oh, we got to look that up. I want to know how much 2 acres sold for.
I mean, I guess if you can get a new house on 1.6 in a neighborhood, that's kind of good.
But then you have to build it, and the cost of building materials right now is stupid.
You remember we used to be able to get? You used to be able to get like
10,000.
10 an acre.
Yeah, 10 an acre, 10,000 an acre, and now you're at, what is that, 120
yeah.
something thousand? Okay, you can get back in. I want to see the back of this.
Put it back. We don't need the whole thing.
All right, now there are people behind this house, and I don't know if it's the owner or not, so it's going to look real suspicious when I'm recording this. But I like, so here you can see there's the separation from garage to house. You know what, there's not a walkway from garage to house, which to me makes absolutely no sense. So you got to park your car, walk all the way around with your groceries to the front of your house to get in, or you can cut through maybe your own backyard. But this is what I was talking about. Go a little faster, please, or a little farther. If you are in this house and you happen to be parked like that, you've blocked in the garage for the next house, which is just absolutely stupid.
And here's the alley.
The alleyway, which is technically they're going to call it a driveway because everybody's off of that alleyway driveway. But again, you can't park in your own driveway because it's not long enough for a modern vehicle. Actually, it's long enough for a Prius. Everybody must have a Prius.
You got to be a good driver, like Parker.
Yeah. The roofing up there, it's too hot to be roofing today.
Gotta be a good spot.
No.
Strange.
The entrance is a little roundabout kind of thing. What's strange?
This whole one-way.
And I wonder what they're doing over there, because there's like another entrance or something that goes around to the back, but there's no price on it. Hold on, let's see if I can zoom like you do. Turner. It's little hoggy, little hog homestead, hog mountain, get it?
Home starting in the high five. So there it is.
Okay, there it is.
Man,
yeah.
that's small. I can barely see that.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you have any interest, you gotta hit up the agent. Contact. Can you read that? Like, the speed limit here is what, 35 mile an hour? Do they really? Are they really interested in?
So I can zoom.
Like, why would you make the pin so
there we
big
go.
on the top? But then the way to contact you, like, fine print.
Well, what's funny is that pigment now makes me want to go get barbecue. All right, so this right here, this neighborhood used to be one person's house with like a ton of land, and then developers came through and bought it from them. Let's see, Baxter Woods. We actually came through here over the holidays, I think. And what's interesting is, oh, dogs in, that's a big kennel. Man.
That's just an eyesore coming into the neighborhood.
Yeah, golly, that's a whole lot.
We walked this one.
Yeah, we walked this house over here. The inside was decent. But here's the thing. These houses, to me, they're all cookie cutter, obviously. They all look exactly the same. Like, there's like 3 different styles throughout the whole thing. The front here is all for ownership. You can buy all of these homes. And once you buy these homes, it's up to you if you want to rent them out to somebody or not, but they're all for purchase. And then it turns out that this neighborhood, when it was bought, I think the builder either could not finish building or didn't want to continue on, so they sold the back half to somebody else, and everything in the back are rentals. I don't know if it's long-term, short-term, I don't know how it works. All I know is that the front half of this neighborhood, you buy the house, the back half of the neighborhood, you rent the house. Every single person uses the same small pool and checks their mail in the same place. There's like a community mail thing, which I hate for neighborhoods. I'm like, if I spend money on a house, because these things aren't cheap, they're in the 6s, I think, 5s and 6s. If I spend money on a house, I want a mailbox at the end. I don't want a community thing. I want to be able to walk down to my own mailbox, put my own mail in, or get my own mail out. So look, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,700 square foot, available for lease over here.
1740.
1740. I don't even know what street this is.
Street.
And it doesn't show on the maps because it was open land before until it got purchased.
How much do you think they'll rent it for?
I bet they're going to rent that thing for probably, I would say $3,800 because of what it is and where it is. But these are all rental homes. This one has handicap sign on it, so that means that this one's handicap accessible, even though I don't see a ramp.
There's no ramp.
I was about to say, where's the handicap?
The handicap is, they're saying that Baxter Woods is like ADA compliant. So maybe
where?
If you spec it, maybe.
I was about to say, because I don't see one so far, but there is the community mailboxes for the rentals and the owners at the front, and then the one
Ask
pool.
That lady how much it is.
Ask. They don't know. Do they know?
Ask her if she got any idea.
I didn't mean to jump into your conversation. Hi, Sean.
Sean.
He's in.
Sean.
Hey, my name is Michelle. We were just driving through the neighborhood and we see the rental sign for lease sign on one of them. And we were just curious what these rent for.
Yeah, so they're starting at 32, 45 for our smallest. The one that you're in front of right now, that would be considered our smallest 4-bedroom. They're going up to 37.99.
Okay.
Ask her income requirement.
Is there an income requirement?
Just make 3 times the rent.
3 times the rent? Yeah, if you don't mind, thank you. Let's see. Thank you very much for this, by the way. 3 times the... That's a selfie. Get out.
I keep mine on selfie mode.
Every single time. I don't know, I'm surprised every time I open it up. That's perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you,
You
Sean.
want me to give you,
Is that the same phone number? Okay. Yeah, I took a picture of that too.
Sean, do you want me to give her your number? Okay, it's 1865.
Let me grab this. Hold on. Make a little baby note. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. All right, so here's the pool. This is the everybody pool. It's actually not a bad size, but given the fact that there's like 300 homes in this place, it's not exactly the biggest, but these are all rentals back here. But according to the nice lady who let me talk to the nice gentleman on her phone, the smaller floor plan, which is the 4-bedroom 2.5 bath that we were sitting in front of, he says goes for $37.99 $37.99, and there are a couple more that go for $3,200. So basically, you're looking between $3,200 and $3,800 to rent one of these houses per month. And then, of course, your utilities, whatever the HOA fee is, whatever your garbage, everything else like that. That's about where I thought it would be. I thought it'd be closer to probably $4,000 for some of the bigger ones.
So
but
like almost $4,000. You got to make $12,000 a month.
you have to make $12,000 a month. You have to make 3 times the rental.
$144,000 a year.
Yes.
To qualify to possibly lease.
Now, some people...
There's not a lot of signs.
There's not. There's only like 6 of them that I've seen so far, but there's still a whole other road back there. But here's the thing. A lot of people are going to say that's a lot of money, but wouldn't you... I think a lot of people would prefer to be in neighborhoods where the income for every home is around the same, as opposed to super sporadic where somebody might make $30,000 and the next person might make $200.
What if that applies to all the applicants, and then you'll see 5, 6, like a lot of people
crammed into one house. It's a 4-bed for a reason.
So the driveway's full, the street's full of cars, so that they meet the income requirement. Now
here's the other question. I wonder if there's any fine print saying that you, as the leaser, whatever, cannot Airbnb it or short-term rental it out. Because you met the criteria doesn't mean that whoever you're going to let rent it from you meets the criteria. I wonder how that works. Because you know people will break the rules, bend the rules all the time.
I don't think there's that many left.
I don't think so either, but there's nobody here. So that's weird.
Yeah, but we saw that at another neighborhood right around the corner, and there's no office. Every unit has a lockbox on it, and like, they all work remotely as far as like the lease agent.
But that's what I'm saying. There's a paper in that window. There's a paper in that window. That window. There's lights on inside that one, so maybe somebody's living in that one. But what I'm saying is, it's the summer and there's nobody here. I understand people work.
Talking about the lease.
So that's lot 47. So agent 47? No, the 47, 46.
These aren't done yet.
Yeah. Okay. So where are they not finished? Because that's 52. You can see up in the windows. It tells you what the lots are. So maybe they're still going in and doing things.
You got the painter. He coming in here to do some touch-ups or whatever. Maybe they didn't get their COs on some of these, so I bet you most of these are vacant. Yeah, and the signs we see are just the ones that are actually ready to go.
Yes, that makes more sense. Because for this to all be completed since December when we were in here, and even half of these weren't even built yet, fully built, that would be like extremely quick.
We had to call Steve and be like, how many do you have available?
Who is Steve?
Scott.
Sean. You were so close. Let's see if I can zoom in. Hold on. Because this phone
in Spanish.
Well, I can read some of that. Hard Hat area, Casco.
So they're still working?
Hard Hat area, yeah. Yeah, Hard Hat area. Still working on them. So, that's that. So, Taylor Morrison is the back end, and who was at the front? Because these all have Taylor Morrison blocks in the driveways.
I do not remember.
I don't remember who's at the front either. But that's the pool area. Oh, look, I accidentally went too far out. Okay, so that's the pool area. You can have a floaty in there, which is nice. No lifeguard on duty. Risk of drowning. Supervise children closely. Please.
So this is the house that I would want, right across from the pool.
Would not, correct? Is that what you said? Yeah. Because it's going to be loud and all the cars and...
obnoxious.
Yes. In theory, not obnoxious. So you were saying obnoxious, but you got to think people are going to be living here. So I think they would probably take care of it better than the people who are on vacation at places and may not get as rowdy because they do live here. And they don't want to have the whole noise ordinance called on them while they live here.
We got some renters.
I was about to say, I see a car in there with trash cans.
We got some renters.
We do have some renters. So you've got there and over there, and there's a car in the driveway. So...
the inside was actually kind of nice.
The inside was nice of the one we went through. I did like it. I liked that they had loft areas, but that was the front ones. We don't know what these are like back here because it's a different builder.
True.
We don't know.
Furnished models, and they went all out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The furnished model we walked through, but the one that was completely empty that I did the walkthrough on for my channel, I really liked the interior, but it was like, it's a lot of money. I liked the kitchen because it was open, but the backyard sucked. But we're back into the ownership ones now, whereas the back side is the rentals. But these, there were the butt of it. There were only 2 that were still available for purchase when we came through, and it looks like they've all been purchased. And this one already has gross grass. You got somebody parking on the street.
What happens when 2 people park? Is there a sign that says you can't park on the street?
I don't know.
Because if you got somebody parked on this side, how you gonna get through?
You can't. But you've already got these houses that aren't taking care of their.
How's this car gonna back out?
It's not. But you already have these lawns that aren't taking care of themselves. Like, you don't want to spend $600,000 on a home and they don't even cut their own grass. Yeah. That's the downside. The garage door is not even all the way closed. Like,
you got to make cuts somewhere. It's like, if I'm gonna afford to make this mortgage payment, I'm not gonna pay to cut this grass.
All right, now to figure out how to get around all this. So here's the problem. This neighborhood is new. This thing was finished in December, and you already have this level of don't give a shit when it comes to the appearance and taking care of your own front yard. This is the problem. This is why a lot of these places are going rental only, because there is no pride of ownership. Like, you own these things.
What's the HOA? Is there no HOA?
I don't know. I thought there was an HOA, but it's like, how are you going to spend this kind of money and to be in a neighborhood and not take pride in your own space?
And then does that mean in the back you now have an HOA as a renter, or as a renter is your lawn maintenance covered by the landlord?
I would think the lawn maintenance for the whole entire rental neighborhood might be part of a HOA that's taken care of. Here, I think these people have to do their own yard work, their own lawn, and this doesn't belong to anybody, so maybe that's why over here it's just willy-nilly. And then this is your backyard, the little rolling hills of stuff. I don't know. You got any final thoughts on this one?
I mean, I think they slapped it together. I'm actually surprised to see it done. Because the last time we drove through here, it was still empty, vacant lots back there. So as far as getting the materials and the supplies and getting the labor and having the money to get it completed, that's a plus. But I will say, we're going to be back, and let's just say November. How many rentals are still
open?
Yeah.
And then how far gone are these front lawns?
Oh man.
Yeah.
And how many more challenges will they finish in this?
Oh yeah. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and you had the orange one on the other side. This is totally off topic, sir, but I'd like you to know that your profile is a damn good looking profile. Just so you know. Yeah.
Advisor for the sun.
Advisor for the haters.